What's up guys? Today I'm gonna be doing a high school experience video. Hopefully this isn't gonna be a flop because honestly I don't know what I'm doing. I asked you guys on Instagram whether I should do it or not. Let me show you so you don't think I'm lying. So okay, yeah, let's just get this video started before it's too long. I went to a charter school, right? I'm gonna start with the high school orientation day because that's where I met my best friend at. So it was kind of funny. I didn't even know what was going on in the high school orientation because I don't listen a lot and I tune a lot of people out 98% of the time.
Can you like stop fighting? Thanks.
It was just my parents and I at this high school orientation, and we were trying to listen to the principal at the time, and she was just explaining what was going to go on at the school and stuff. And you know, I was an incoming freshman at the time, you know, 2014. Friend was in a row in front of us, right? So she was like, she turned her whole body around and you know, she was staring at us the whole time. And I remember that distinctly, even though my memory is like literally crap, but I just remember that because it was funny. You know, she turned her whole body around on the chair and just like watched us, and you know, I kept smiling at her to be nice. So after the orientation was done, my mom was like, you should go say hi to her because I think she wants to be your friend. And you know, I just got done being homeschooled, and because you know, if you didn't know that about me, I was homeschooled for 2 years, and it was for 7th and 8th grade. Yeah, 7th and 8th grade. So I didn't really know how to socialize, but I did socialize. So I talked to her and I was like, hey, I'm Kimana, you know, I noticed you looking at me a lot and I just want to say hi. And they had our stuff on this desk in one of the classrooms, and you just had to pick it up and get your schedule and leave. Freshman year, it was very awkward, I would say. You know, there was a lot of people that I did not know. A lot of people knew each other from middle school because there was a local middle school up the street from our school, and you know, I didn't go to that school. So yeah, a lot of people knew each other from that, so I was kind of like the odd one out. There was a few people that was also homeschooled, and so I didn't feel as alone, but there was also people that, like I said, knew each other from past years. Some of them go way back to like elementary school, you know, because they lived in this small town for a very long time. You know, I came from Chula Vista to this other town, so I didn't know anyone, so I was scared. And you know, I was like very shy, so I didn't know what to expect. You know, the charter school was mostly for people that had like social anxiety, and just was like a smaller place for people that have problems being in a bigger environment, you know. So I thought it was like a perfect school for me because, you know, there's only like 10 kids in each class basically, but our class was the biggest class. It was like 20 something kids in there, and I remember all the seniors hating us because I guess we were annoying, and I guess we were like intimidating because we were the biggest class there. But a lot of people left over the years, and so it got smaller and smaller. Like, waiting in line for the next class, and you know, I would hear this girl like basically talking crap about us and being like, oh my god, the freshmen are so annoying. Like, we get it, we're annoying, we get it, we're loud, you can stop bringing it up every 2 seconds, you know. We did like these really, I think we did like games to get to know each other because, you know, I guess a lot of people do that. But you know, I ended up for lunch, I only sat with that one girl that I talked about in the beginning of this video, and it was just us two talking. And you know, I was very shy, I was very quiet. At times I still am because, you know, I'm a very reserved person. So, you know, over the months past, I started like getting to know other people in my class, and so we started like bringing more and more people to our table. So it was like very cool, but you know, after knowing them, I was like, okay, they're a bit much. You can tell they haven't been outside since like 1982. But that's not my business. I can't really remember really much from freshman year. It's just kind of like a blur to me. but I know I met a lot of people throughout the years, you know. I wasn't friends with everyone in my class. So sophomore year was kind of boring. Okay, this was 2015, where, you know, Black Lives Matter was establishing. Okay, I've talked kind of about this in my being black and all white school video, but okay, I'm just gonna talk about this again, I guess, because I remember this distinctly. So okay, so there was a lot of police brutalities in 2015. Okay, they were all over the news, all over pretty much every social media outlet, because either people were for it or against it. Most of the kids in my school was against it. You know, so I would have to hear about it every day. In history class, I thought it was just me that had to go through this, but apparently a lot of other people go through this. But my teacher would make us watch the news, the CNN news, before we start our session every morning. Every freaking morning. So not only I was seeing it on my Instagram, but I was seeing it at school, because I had to watch it and I didn't have any say in it, because he had it all ready for us. And I was just like, oh my god, okay. So I had a really bad anxiety for the 2 years being, because first of all, in freshman year we had to read all these old books that are older than me, you know, older than my mom, the N-word in it. So I had to hear that, because the teacher wouldn't let the kids not say it. She would just tell them to say either crook or negro, and we were supposed to, like, I was supposed to be happy with that, and I wasn't happy with that because it's still offensive. But she didn't see it like that. A lot of schools go through this. It's probably a lot of, like, there's a lot of videos on that, but I'm just gonna say the school system is trash. We had to watch all those videos, and we had to watch the whole thing. So we had to watch the people getting shot, and also we had to hear the news reporter saying they're saying it. And then, you know, after we're done, we're supposed to be like okay with it. Everyone was like doing their thing, was like joking about other things and talking about their day and what's going on with them, but I'm over here still affected by it. Watch it, and during lunch people would say their things and say their input and be like, oh, he deserved it, or they got what was coming. And you know, I was too scared to say my input, so I would just stay quiet. And that's the problem. You're not supposed to stay quiet in those type of situations. But I didn't do that after a while. And, you know, after I noticed that I should be more vocal, because I kind of got tired of all of my teachers saying, you need a voice, because I noticed that there's all these things going on and you don't say anything. Because a lot of the teachers told me that, like, you need a voice. So yeah, they told me that, and after a while I noticed that my opinion should matter and it's valid. Many people told me, like, your opinion is valid, but I didn't feel like it was valid. I felt like people were just disregarding it at school a lot. They would hear it and it would come from one ear and not the other. Sometimes I had to get into it with people because I just didn't understand, because they were all raised differently. And I had this special ed teacher who was really cool. I really like her. I think I liked her because she was more lively and she wasn't so like dull. And she was like really fun, so I can just be like talking about anything to her. Like, she was just like a normal person, and I don't have to be like so professional, like, I guess. She was really cool. I was sad that she left. You know, when I got the news about it, I was really sad because I was really close with her, and I'm, you know, that's like the second time I was close to a teacher. Well, I appreciated her a lot. I wish I could have gotten her a gift before she left, but I forgot and I feel bad for it. Sometimes, you know, the weird part was I had a dream about her the other day, and like she came to my house, and I remember her telling me that I was like her little sister one time. And I know that's weird because like she was a teacher and, you know, you shouldn't say that to your students, but she was really cool and she wasn't like creepy, you know. I will say if she was creepy I would have said something. Junior year, I got a new English teacher that year. A lot of people ended up leaving that class to do like independent studies because, you know, that's a choice. So yeah, I don't know what I could say about junior year. It was like, you know, one word, it would be, if I can describe it in one word, it would be a mess. And it was because I had my first boyfriend in that year, so that's 2016 to 2017. And it wasn't a great experience, honestly. I thought it was gonna be like super cool to have a boyfriend, but I guess it's just depending on who you are with. But I just felt so pressured to have a boyfriend in high school because like everyone was dating. You know, I was still like a loner, so I was like, you know, he's liked me for like how many years, so let me just give it a shot. It wasn't great. It went on for 6 months, and then he broke up with me on the phone a day after a 6 months anniversary, so I could say it would be like a 5-month thing. Other than that, like I was going through it a lot that year, and first of all, like my face was just like so much different than it is now. Like it was covered in pimples. I was very unhappy that year, like very unhappy, and I think a lot of people noticed that because I was showing it. And you know, you're supposed to be all happy when you have a new boyfriend, but I just wasn't happy at all. And I try to be happy about it, but it's just like, you know, some people came to me and was like, you deserve better, you know, what are you doing? You know, even his sister was like, what are you doing? You deserve better. And I was just like, I don't know. I can go on and on about this, but I think people are tired of me talking about it, so I'm just gonna stop talking about it. But other than that, just don't settle for less. That's just my tip for the day. Don't settle for less, because, you know, if you do, you're just gonna be stuck there and you're not gonna know how to get out of that rut. Senior year, it was very chill. I feel like I had like a bounce back because I looked, you know, I try to, over the summer I was like trying to clear up my skin so I can go back to school. And but yeah, it took me a while to get rid of those pimples. Like it was a long road to get to this, you know. I was looking at my pictures from March of last year of my skin, and it was so bad. But apparently there was like this myth that's going on, that's the skincare myth, saying that stress doesn't cause acne, but I feel like it does, because like why else was I getting so much acne last year? I had barely any classes to do, so I was just like really cool. My camera's about to die. Oh god. I'm back. My camera died and I had to switch out the batteries. I'm not gonna lie, because there were so many essays that we had to do, but I got through it. Like the senior portfolio was really stressing me out, and the funny part was I forgot to put on a slideshow for it, and so I had to like verbally like do my presentation without a slideshow since I forgot. And you know, she gave me the binder that I had to put all my stuff in, and she said just use it, read from there. But I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm just gonna do it as is. It was very stressful. I got like a 80 something %, I don't remember, but yeah, I remember that. But nothing much happened in senior year. It was very chill and I met people. That's pretty much all. But everyone else has their own experience for high school. Hopefully this was like entertaining some way. I'm gonna have to edit all this. Hopefully my phone lets me import all this because it's long. If you like this, give it a like, comment suggestions, comment feedback, and I will see you in my next video. See you next time. Bye.